The Ministry of Higher Education, Research, Science and Technology, with support from the World Bank's Resilient Inclusion, Skills and Equity Project, recently conducted a consultancy aimed at assessing creche facilities within tertiary and higher education institutions across the Gambia. The consultancy, conducted between August and December 2024, sought to develop a roadmap and strategy for the establishment of creche facilities to support student mothers and working women in those institutions. To validate the findings, MoHERST organized a one-day stakeholder workshop on Tuesday at its conference room in Bijilo. The event brought together representatives from the ministry, NGOs and other key stakeholders to discuss the proposed strategy and chart the way forward. Presenting the findings of the study, the project consultant Dr. Kenneth O. Iguaru highlighted the significant challenges faced by student mothers, including the high cost of childcare, inadequate facilities, and limited institutional support. He emphasized that introducing quality, subsidized creche services within tertiary and higher education institutions will alleviate those barriers, promote female participation, and support uninterrupted education, particularly in technical and vocational education and training, apprenticeship, and STEM programs. Dr. Ugaro noted that MoHERST intervention aims to provide effective and high-quality care services not only for Gambian student mothers in higher education, but also for working mothers across the country. He described the initiative as a pivotal step towards improving access and equality in education for women.
For example, our student mothers, they don't have where to put their babies. The best they can put their babies at home. In some cases, nowhere. They have to miss the classes because they are training to contribute to the national development. They miss the classes. They do it to some extent. A big gap is created. What is the gap? They defer their training or they drop out. So that has contributed to the reduction of the female workforce in the Gambia. So this is a big gap. In fact, this is the biggest gap I can see. There are others, the facilities are not there. There is no policy for this level of education, for this level of childcare. Yes, that's a gap. But this intervention is going to guide the government to come with evidence-based creche care policy, guidelines, and implementation standards. In fact, it is being applauded in other countries. We went to Nigeria, we went to Ghana. They have creche, but they have creche in their workplaces. But they said, Gambia, we are following you behind. They don't have creche initiative for their student mothers. We are the first country to initiate creche care services on site for student mothers to be able to mitigate the challenge of dropping out of school, retention, lack of retention, and to move ahead to completion and graduation and contribute to nation building. They say, train a woman, you train a nation. Is that not true?
Speaking at the event, Mutar M. Dabo, the Deputy Permanent Secretary Technical at MoHERST, underscores the importance of the initiative. He described it as a strategic necessity for advancing equality and inclusion within the education sector. He urged participants to contribute actively to the validation process and share their insights.
This validation workshop provides an invaluable platform for critical reflection, open dialogue, and consensus building. It allows us to refine the draft creche roadmap and strategy, ensuring it reflects our shared aspirations and establishes a robust framework for implementation. Ladies and gentlemen, as we engage in this process, I urge all participants to contribute your expertise, your insights, and innovative ideas to enhance these documents into actionable and impactful tools.
The National Coordinator for Child Protection Alliance, Lamin Fati, also welcomed the initiative, praising its potential to empower working women and foster early childhood development. He highlighted the long-term benefits of such a strategy for families and society at large.
When you look at the landscape in this country, we realize that absolutely the issue or the idea of CREG is quite new or even non-existent, because most of the facilities that we have are either privately owned. So government coming would be such an initiative. I've been extensively also discussed with the consultant as to what are some of the lapses, and we have seen the presentation has highlighted some of the issues that affect women that are actually going to school, also having to bear children. It contributed to the school dropout rate, considering the fact that sometimes they are children as who will definitely need to take care of their babies when they go to school.
According to MoHERST, the ultimate goal of the initiative is to establish crèche facilities within tertiary and higher education institutions that address childcare challenges and ensure uninterrupted female enrollment, retention, and completion in those institutions. These, in turn, will empower women to excel in their field of study and careers while also promoting the healthier growth and development of children aged 0 to 3 years through robust and targeted care. This strategic aligns with broader efforts to create an inclusive education system that supports women and families, positioning the Gambia as a leader in promoting equality and access to higher education. Reporting for Kirfatu, I am Ramatulai Jao.